Hi everyone, so welcome back to my page once again. So I finally got the video edited over back and now it's time to get it uploaded. So today I'm doing stiletto on myself once again. I am using my Vbeautypure nail farms. I'm also using my Queen of Nails size 16 acrylic brush by Vbeautypure. I'm using Vbeautypure core powders, Vbeautypure pigment powder, and Vbeautypure glitter. Also, I'll be using a chunk glitter that I also got from a beauty store. So today, as you can see, I'm applying my clear powder first, my clear base, which is from Vbeautypure, their crystal clear powder. It's really nice to end cap and stuff like. So as you can see, I'm using the side of my brush, the belly of my brush, to get my acrylic in shape, making sure that it's not where I don't want it to be. It's not overflowing, because I'm doing a stiletto, so I don't want a square. I need it to be in the shape of a stiletto. So I'm using the belly of my brush to create my shape and so on and so forth. So whenever time you're doing a encapsulation, always make sure that your clear powder, or if you're using tips, make sure that your clear powder is like very thin, like, because I'm using the nail form, so I'm using the clear powder first to create my base. So make sure that the clear powder is very thin. You don't want it to be too thick, so that whenever time you apply your glitter or whichever flowers, whatever you're adding to the nails, to make it um too thick, so that when you go to cap, you will have this big bulgy nails, and at the end of the day it's gonna take you so long to buff and reshape. No, you want to make sure that you make sure that the tips, the whatever you're applying is thin, so that at the end when you encap, you don't have that problem when you're buffing. So I'm using my VB Pure glitter, fine glitter, along with this chunky glitter that I got from a beauty store, along with the nail foil, gold foils. So I got that on Timu. So today, so doing my nails, it was like a hell of a problem. When I say I had, it stressed me out, like literally stressed me out, because my hands were like sweating like crazy. When I said sweating, I have sweaty palms. So whenever the time is too hot, or the time or I'm nervous, that's when my hands start to swim. But for some reason, the heat was unbearable that day. Even though we had the fans on in the shop and stuff in the salon, it was so hot. So my hands keep sweating and sweating and sweating. And I had to stop some of the time. I had to stop and get hand towels to dry the water, the sweat that was on my hands. So because of that, a lot of the farms I had to replace, because my hand keeps sweating. So each time it sweats, before I start applying my acrylic, the farm keeps slipping from underneath my fingertips. So no matter how firm I place it, at the end of the day, it just slips right out before I even start applying my acrylic. So you can see where I'm applying my nail farm, my nail foils, and so on and so forth. So as you can know, I decided not to try to make my voiceovers so perfect, because we are all human, and trying to make it perfect, it's not going to work. So I've decided that any mistake that I've made, I will be leaving it in the video, in the voiceovers from now on, and just move on, instead of trying to overdo it over and over. So the other day, Monday, this video should have been uploaded from Monday. Monday, I edited voice over and everything ready to export, so that I can upload on YouTube. Then bam, it's saying that you can't export because I am in Pro, which means I had to pay for Pro. When it comes down to CapCut, I will have to pay for Pro. So that's the only way I will be able to export the video. So I basically had to delete the whole video from 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 CapCut, and also uninstall the app and reinstall it back. So after I reinstall it back now, I am able to re-edit and do over back the video. So thanks for your patience and for bearing with me. Also, I've been watching my page and I see that my subscribers are going up. It might not go up daily, but I'm getting 1 or 2 subscribers there, here and there, and I'm very thankful for that. And I do appreciate all that who have been subscribed, all those who have liked. I'm really appreciate it, because we have to start from somewhere and nobody's perfect, and we'll get there gradually. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube page like me, but you're saying that you're not perfect and oh, you can't do voiceovers this good, and just be yourself and just give it your best, give it your try, and I can assure you that each day goes by, weeks goes by, you will get better and better and better at it, and your page will grow. You will eventually reach your goals, and you will eventually get your audience that is for you. So doing YouTube, I just feel like you just have to be yourself. Don't try to be too perfect, but let people see who you are. Also, there you can see where I use the tip of the brush to take off some of the acrylic, because I want it at number 8 and it was at 9. So every time you're buying an acrylic brush, please make sure you buy quality. When I say quality, I mean quality, because sometimes when you're working and you might have too much acrylic at the tip of your nails and you want to get rid of it, and you have to either use your hand or get something to clear it off, when that's not proper sanitary for you to be touching the acrylic while working on your client. Your nails, your hands should not be touching the acrylic that you're applying on your clients. So it's always best. I know that sometimes it's like buying a brush. A good brush can cost you. Here in Jamaica, I paid $9,500 for my brush. Don't really sure how much that would be in US or any other currency, but here in Jamaica, I paid $9,500 in Jamaican dollars for my brush. That would be like probably around 70 or so dollars in US. But and when it comes on to products, ladies, I beg you, please don't listen to people saying that, oh, you can get a acrylic brush on Amazon for $20. When you buy the acrylic brush on Amazon for $20 and you start working on your clients, and each time you dip it in the monomer and comes up and put it on the nail, then the bristles start coming out, then that's where you're gonna have problem. Or each time you use it, your powder stick up in there and you can't even use your monomer to clear it, because the bristles are not real bristles, they are fake. So whenever time you're buying brush, whenever time you're buying nail lamps, it's best to spend your money and to buy quality. When you buy quality products, it saves your pocket. It saves your pocket from going back every month or every 2 months to replace something. So I always try to tell persons that, listen, whenever time you plan on doing something, if you don't plan on spending the money, then don't do it, because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one to lose. Nobody is going to sorry for you or say, oh, every time she has to buy products, or every time she has to buy a brush. No, it's your choice to make sure that you go and you do your research, please, ladies. Do your research. If you're not sure, do your research. There are so many good acrylics out there, good nail brushes, monomer. Please also make sure you know the monomers that you're using, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have problems where are at the end of the day you're gonna have problems, because you have MMA and you have MNA. So you got to make sure you know the products that's going on your client's hands, and for your safety and for your client's safety. So don't just because somebody say, okay, I'm going to, I know this product and it's very cheap and affordable, you're going to run and buy it, because sometimes you don't know what is in it and you don't know how it has been made, who made it, and then you're having problem with lifting and all these things. So make sure to do your research as a new nail tech. Do your research and make sure, yes, everything is going fine. Okay, so as you can see, every minute I'm making sure that my farm is in the correct place, because as I said, my hands keep sweating, like really sweating and sweating. I don't know what went wrong that day, but my hands was like sweating like crazy. Every minute it was sweating and I was like, holy crap. And it gave me a lot of problems. When I said I had a lot of problems that day doing my nails, I had like so many problems. So that's why you keep seeing me fixing the farms. But I can tell you, Vbeautypure, the nail farms never open. Once I put it on and close it, it stay closed. It never opens on me. So that's one of the reasons why I love using their nail farms and I keep practicing. So you will basically see sometimes I'm out of view. A few times I was out of view, but that's okay. And I am not, as I would say, using nail farms, I am not very equipped on it. I'm just trying, I'm just practicing. All the videos that you see me using nail farms, it's just basically practicing. I try to practice on myself a lot so that whenever time my clients comes in, I don't have any problem with doing certain design, applying certain acrylic and stuff like that. So I make sure I practice a lot. So that's the next thing, ladies. Practice, 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 practice. No matter how long you're doing nails, once you get the chance, practice. It's best to practice and practice on yourself, because once you keep on practicing, watching nail videos and practicing and learning new things, if you can't afford to go to classes, watch the videos, search on YouTube and watch videos that shows you that, okay, you can do this way and this is a correct way. Watch the videos until you can afford to go to a nail class. You might want to go and do gel, but you can't afford to do gel. There are a lot of classes on you, not classes, there's a lot of YouTuber that does teach you stuff. They may not teach you the basic, but they teach you a lot of stuff where you can learn until you can afford to go to the classes. So ladies, don't sit there and say, oh, I can't afford to go to the classes, because there are other means and other ways of learning. You just have to go on YouTube and search for it. That's what I do, because at this time I'm trying to build myself. I can't afford any classes right now. I'm trying to build myself. So as you can see, I'm applying my nail forms, then I'll be going in with my clear to cap. So you will see me going over and over with my acrylic, and you might be saying, why is she going over and over with acrylic so many times? But even when you see me doing that, my nails aren't bulky and I don't have a lot of filing, because I don't over apply. The reason being why I do go over my nails so much while using my nail forms, I would say I am still learning on how to apply acrylic properly on nail forms, and I am still learning on how to use forms. So that is why I practice on myself. I don't really use nail forms on clients. I mostly use it on myself. So you will see me going over and over and over with acrylic on the form, but that's because I just want to make sure that I have the proper apex and make sure that all my glitter and my foils are encapped, so that when it comes to buffing, it doesn't buff out. So as I say, I keep on practicing on myself to get better at it. I don't use farms and clients, but whenever time I do use nail tips on myself, I don't go over it that much. I don't do more than three beads when I do the tips. But while using the nail farms, I'm not fully equipped with it yet, so I take my time and I use less acrylic, and I rather to use less acrylic and go over it more than once, more than twice, or more than three times. So make sure that I have the right apex, I have the right thickness, and so forth. So you will see me going over my going in and in with products. So don't really pay that any mind. It's just how I do when I do use nail forms. Okay. So as you can see, I'm still encapping. Make sure that whenever time you're encapping, your nails are dry before. So if you apply your glitter, or you're applying flowers or shells, whatever you're applying, make sure that it's dry. To be safe, move on to the other finger and put on your glitter and stuff, and make sure that it is dry before you apply the clear, because you don't want when you're applying the clear it start moving around on you, and then gonna cause the problem where you're gonna have to probably take off or all that, so make sure your glitters and stuff, your flowers, whatever you're encapping is dry before you do apply your clear powder. So as I um was here really doing my nails, I was thinking that there's been a lot of views and or us as nail techs and prices that some of us charge and stuff like that. So I want talk a little about that, what I think, because a lot of persons don't really understand that doing nails and doing hair is a lot different. Sometimes when you check it, hair products might not be as expensive as a nail product. Because for me to go to the shop to spend 18,000 Jamaican dollars, that's like 100 and odd US. That's over 100 and odd US dollars, almost 200 US dollars. Okay, and here in Jamaica, I went to the shop to purchase a brush, to purchase to purchase a brush, liquid, and cleaning solution for nails, and that took me 18,000 Jamaican dollars. So person don't really understand that. Listen, person spend to buy stuff, and in order for us to be able to buy products and be able to continue give the service that you would want and that you will love, we have to buy good products. We can't just go and buy something that's made in China at some shop where you don't even know the name of the acrylic, nothing, you can't research it, nothing. And then when we use it on them, and then couple days after, they might start having a itch or a rash or something, and then at the end of the day, they're in US. I know a lot of times persons will get sued from certain things. Here in Jamaica, persons will just bad name you and go around and tell people that, listen, don't go to that nail tech, because that nail tech, I went to her and look at my nails, look at my toes. That's what they will do, and you will lose clientele by that. So persons don't understand that once you are in the nail industry and you know the proper products to use and you know the proper things to use, it's gonna cost you a lot to be where you wanna be, to purchase the stuff that you wanna purchase, to give your clientele the proper service. We will have to charge them. And at some time persons like, okay, why is this so dear? But here still you pay, here in Jamaica you pay, say, $6,000 for some service, but that nails keep you until 4 or 5 weeks, depending on how you go back to refill or so on. But it's still when they put on a wig and it keeps them for a week, depending, they have to keep it tied down and stuff like that for it not to live, and that keeps them for a week. But it's still, they doesn't complain when they go and they pay like on 14,000 Jamaican dollars, which is over 100 US also. So when they go and they do that, they don't complain. But whenever time they come to the nail salon and they need to get their nails done, they complain a lot. But it's still they can wear their nails for 2 months without any lifting, or if they don't break any, it's there and they can come back at the shop with those 10 fingers with nails on it same way. So I try to explain and let persons know that listen, if you're in a salon, you will understand. We have to buy products, we have to pay ourselves, and we also have to pay light, water, and rent. Some of us pay weekly, some of us pay monthly, depending, and if we're owning a shop or if we're just renting a space. So a lot of person don't understand. They see us going out every day and doing nails and looking pretty, and the nails are looking pretty, but they don't understand that it's a lot of expense that it comes with. It comes with a lot of expense, and if we are not smart as nail techs, we will work all the days of our life, and when we are old, there's nothing to show if we're not smart. So a lot of person think that okay, doing nails is just like that, but no, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work where if you don't know what you're doing, people will walk over you, and you can't sit around and let person walk over you. Like for instance, here, if you decide to have special where you drop the prices of your nails for a week, you will see so many persons coming for a week. For the whole week, you will see your days will be booked. But when you decide to go back to your regular prices, you will just see just the regular faithful clients that you are. Just like with me, I moved like from 15 minutes where I was in Papine, then I decided to move to Ligani. So I moved to Ligani. It's not even 15 minutes drive, and most of those persons that would walk in when I was at Papine, now that I'm at Ligani, I don't see them. But I still see my faithful clients. So you have to think about you, and you have to think about those faithful clients. You have to make sure those faithful clients is willing to pay you the 150 US or the 10,000 Jamaican dollars, whatever currency you use for your service. You have to think about them and yourself, and you have to think about okay, I want to you want to continue to provide that good service by continue to use those good products, healthy products on their skin, and taking good care of their nails. So don't lower your prices for nobody. And you can give a discount, but be careful with the discounts that you give, because you will give discounts and end up after you're done the work, you're wondering what the heck did I just do? Where's the money that I just collect for that service, when that service we cost so much more than what you had charge a person for. So don't let, because of friends or family, or because you just want to be nice, that you're gonna give away your work for less and let persons walk over you, because persons will walk over you, and they will use you to get what they want, and when you can't give them what they want anymore, then they will move on to the next person that they think can. Okay, so now I will be doing a amber. So as you see, I'm perfecting my shape right there. I'm taking off the tip because I had too much acrylic, so it's way taller than what I wanted it to be. Also, I did not make these stilettos very pointed, because you know sometimes stiletto can be very painful when it sticks you. So because I tend to be very rough when I have on nails, so I try my best to be more careful, because I had on stilettos. I don't know, for some reason I've never worn them before, but these two times that I did, I fell in love with the shape. So as you can see, I'm doing my orange, where I'm going to do my amber. So whenever it's time you're doing an amber, make sure to blend your two colors together properly. So as you see, I had my base, which is the orange, and then I'm going to add my core powder over that. So whenever time you are going to do umber, make sure you don't have any harsh lines where you can see where the first color starts, and then when you look you see where the core powder start with. That's the color that you're going to put over to blend. So as you can see, I am just trying to make sure that I have the right amount of acrylic to get my shape in place, because using nail farms are very funny. You will use the nail farm, and when you take them off, the nail have a dent in the middle or at the tip, so some it's not even, so the acrylic is not even. So that is why I am not perfect with using nail farms as yet. So that's why I keep practicing on myself, and that is why I had doing the stiletto, I make sure that I apply so many um I go over so many times with the acrylic. So that's why you see me doing that, because I don't want to have any dents when after applying my acrylic. I don't want to have any dents. So you just have to be careful while using nail forms. So here I'm going in with the powder again, just to make sure that I have enough acrylic on my hands to make the blend perfect. Because when doing umber, if you're not gonna put something over it where you're gonna hide where the umber starts, then you have to make it perfect. But if you're gonna put like 3D or stuff like that over it, then it doesn't have to be perfect. But once you're not going to do that, you have to make sure that it's perfect. So you can see where I'm going in the side again to make sure that everything is properly covered and the shape is on points and everything is in order. So that's basically it. You see where I go back in the middle again, because it still had a little dent right there, so I had to make sure that I fill it out, make sure that I filled out that dent, and make sure that my acrylic is even, as I said. So that's just basically it, to make everything look perfect. So I also didn't do my stiletto two pointed. I gave it a little round and rounded the end a little. So what I did, I made it look like a little coffin, and when after I got into the foiling, I used my electric foil to do the shaping, and then I use my hand buffer to finish up the shape. But I will not leave in that part because I didn't want it to be too long. I didn't want the video to be too long, so I didn't leave in that part where you will see me buffing. But I did leave in a little clip of me doing the design where you will see me applying my nail art and also using the powder over my nail polish. So you, as you can see where I'm applying my core powder and how I blend it, because as I said before, you don't want it to look harsh where you see, you want both colors to look like one. When you do your umber, you want both colors to look like one. So as you can see, when I do apply it with the tip of the brush, then I go in with the belly and I pull it down. So you basically want it to look like one, if that makes sense. So now I'm going in with my cuticle bead. Whenever time you're going into your cuticle bead, make sure it's a lot smaller. Don't over flood your cuticle. Try your best to seal your cuticle. Once you apply your cuticle bead, try your best to seal your cuticle from there. Don't wait until you're buffing to try and seal your cuticle, because sometimes you try that and that's where you will have lifting. You will see the nails that it's not sealed. You will see like little cracks there, here and there, so you will know that it's not sealed. So that is where you see me going with some more of the core powder there, so that I blend my two colors together properly. So that's basically where I did it. So I'm now going to cap my French. I always use clear on the full nail. You don't have to cap everything. You can just basically cap it where the umber started, where I started to apply the nude. So you don't basically have to cap everything like I do. I just try my Leanne start stopping eyes. I just try my best. I just try my best to make sure that whenever time I'm doing a French, it's not a French. Sorry, when I'm doing a umber, it looks like one. That's what I try my best to do. Okay, so my niece and my daughter was giving me a little problem, so that's why I had to stop for a while and get them under control. So basically, you will see where I'm doing the encapsulation. As I said, I like to encap my whole nail while doing whenever time I am doing umber. I like to encap my whole nails. So yes, so you will see me encapping all my nails, all the fingernails with clear. So yeah, so that's basically it. I will be doing, you will only see me do just 4 nails on video because as you can see my hands are like wet. You can see where my hands are really wet. That's a lot of sweat. That's a sweat all over my hands. So I had to constantly be wiping off my hand over and over and over each time there. So where you see that little mark where there's a little herring, so I had to take off back that farm and start all over because my hands wouldn't give me a break for some reason. Just like I don't know, but it was like hell on earth that day where the time was so hot. And you know, when the time is really hot, the acrylic tends to dry a lot faster also. But acrylic drying fast wasn't my problem that day. It was my hands keep sweating non-stop. It was like so irritable. But I made it through where I got all my nails acrylic, and then I got to my design where you will see me doing a little where you will see me do a little line work. I am not perfect at line work, but practicing and practicing I can help myself a little. So also, as you see, as I said, I do apply go I do go over and over with powder just to make sure that I have enough. I just to make sure that my acrylic has the right strength and my apex is at its best. So so as you can see, I am going over again with another bead just to make sure that everything is at the right, as you know, strength and apex. Once again, I know I keep repeating myself over and over and over, so I don't want you guys to really get bored. But as I say, I'm still trying to get the handle of this voice over thing. That's just basically it. I am not perfect at it, but I'm just trying. So as I'm just trying to get the hang of it, so I know sooner or later I will get the hang of it where I don't have to. I won't be repeating myself over and over. So I hope you guys do understand and just bear with me. I wanted to, instead of to keep talking, to add like rhythm to it, but I don't want that at the end of the day it basically turned out that I am doing copyright again, like what they said in the last video that I uploaded, that the songs were copyright. But I'm gonna try and find some more songs, some more rhythms or songs to add to it, so you guys don't hear me blabbering over and over and repeating myself about the same things over and over again. So I do hope you guys enjoy watching this video. You will basically see where I left out the foiling because I did not want the video to be too long, and you will see basically where I just had little clips of me doing the design, the 3D. You will basically see me going over and over with the 3D, trying to make it perfect, because remember, none of us is perfect, and 3D isn't easy. It takes a lot of practice to get where I am, and to get even better, I still have a lot of practice to do. So you will see me going over and over trying to make sure that my flowers are the right size and so on. And you will see where I do the little line works, where I also applied the the acrylic powder over the gel polish. You will see me apply a few Swarovski crystals, and then at the end you will see the end products. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I want to thank all those who have liked and subscribed my last videos. I just keep on asking you to continue like, subscribe, and continue to share. I really do appreciate it all, because nobody had to. And also, please, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And good advice, I do welcome all good advice. I do welcome tips and views on what I can do to make my videos a lot better, tips and views on what I can do to build my page, and videos that you guys would like and stuff. So I'm gonna leave you guys to finish and watch the video. I'm just going to try and find a beat so that you guys can finish watch. So thank you very much for watching.